So, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Oh yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Interesting.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do. Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
I really like Matoya. She's one of the, really good characters. I hope she's in more things, though I doubt she will be for some reason.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul, their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which served to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
No one's nice to Thancred.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Then let us begin. black shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock, I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Bye! So I get to enter the cave just to exit the cave. Alright, so Tailfeather. Again. So come on, Thancred, where you been hiding? However long it's been. I don't know how long has it been. It's really hard to tell time within this story. We had forests like these on the Isle of Val. My grandfather and I used to go for walks together when I could prise him away from his work. It was the least I could do for him, considering everything he'd done for me. Taking me in when I was an orphan, raising me as his own, and giving me a name. You don't think my parents named me Kryl Baldesion, did you? Thancred may be a capable warrior, but he was wounded when last I saw him. If any beasts were nearby when he emerged from the life stream, he would have been hard-pressed to repel them. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiances. Yet, even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Kryl. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. Okay. This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. I propose we split into two pairs. Y'shtola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Alex and Kryl question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Lothastvath and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. Yep, you just sit on my head. As you are wont to do. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Anyway, we'd best get started. Find me when you've finished making your rounds. Alright, who we talking to? Lupart. Searching for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then. A surprisingly accurate depiction of the missing Thancred, suggesting that Thancred may have mistaken his life's calling. Okay. No, I ain't seen him around. Sorry. Ah, quests that I haven't done are everywhere. Moss LeChamp. Hello, buddy. What's that you got there? Sketch? I don't know why I gave him a high infliction. Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior. I heard a tale the other day about a Huron vagabond who brought down a Bandersnatch by himself, and with style. Why, they tell it he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding ball. Sound like you, man? Yes. Yes, it does. Very, very much. Depressingly so. Oh, hello. Pray excuse me, but have you seen this man before? Alright, who's next? I don't think I've ever been here before. A urine man? We're not exactly ready, you know. Could you be more specific? Oh, I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. Okay then. I just got a bad feeling about who that is. It's not who we're looking for, I don't think. Finished? In that case, I think we've learnt everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found out. I'm not going to spoil it for once, but just think back to the ending of Heavensward, of a certain thing that happened on the moon. You can try and piece together why I might be mentioning that in the acts. Okay, that's not where I was meant to go. I was meant to go, quite far away. Why? Alright, I'm coming. It does sort of make sense, because this is where the said. I mean, would have been better if I'd spoke to her before we left. Well, before she left, but okay. We were to meet here, were we not? Hello? My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time provided well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Huron hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. So, you've heard the same tale. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You're implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your namesday. It is a scene I shall never forget. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you, I mean. It was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if we had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? If he had. Quite right, Kryl, quite right. Yay, let's have a ether. Oh no, I get both. How generous of you! Whew, the generosity. Oh, I may faint. Honestly, that boy, some things never change. Given that Alvino seems to recall the details of my return so vividly, I would rather he did not draw me from memory, talented or not. A little slow, a little late. Alvino would like very much to continue the search for Thancred. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Lothast Vath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone. Come along. Come! Oh, I did it again. I'll have to fix that later. Look at that clump of quests. On the map, I mean. Oh, there's so many quests that I've not done everywhere. Ooh, you just run straight through you. My apologies.
Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Lothast Vath. What do you seek this day?
I know that you don't have a buggy voice. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was more refined and samurai-like. We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings.
How curious! The hunters dire a goodly sport and pursue mortal prey?
No. He is not prey, but a friend long missing.
Good. He is a friend to the Vath as well.
One
with whom we have traded many times.
Truly, and you are quite certain it was this man?
There is no doubt. The fleshed clothing skin came to us from Somal, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh! When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. For many reasons.
And where is he now?
Gone to Lost at Nath, not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more.
Ravana has returned? Vidofnir did say that the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side.
Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice.
That's a better noise. Fly, you dragon! Fly, you fools! Fate discovered. I know, I just passed it. The whole truth and nothing but the truth, except lies. You sometimes get those. Proceed to blah 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 and defeat any foes that stand in your way. Ooh, I can do that. Let's just sneak past as much as we can though. Oh, nice cultivator. Shh, nobody knows. You sense a hostile presence. Yeah, let's just lazily kill this one. No, die quickly! Die quick! Oh, it got us. Grenado! I dodged it. Do. Oh, I love that. That was called Grenado. Yeah, you just lie there.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
Uh-oh. Yeah, just jump off that cliff. This is not good. Not good at all. Warrior of light, meet the warriors of darkness.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever!
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not!
Good that he's finally got a voice actor.
So you are the Warrior of Light, the savior of Eorzea. It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Oh! There's a weird fade to black.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt, but so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light, for we are the warriors of darkness, walkers of a different path, and we shall meet again.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
Thancred! Are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
I don't mind his voice so far. A lot of people are very unhappy that his voice has changed, like the voice actor. So far it sounds similar enough.